I'm terrified of change, and at the same time, I'm terrified of things staying the same. For as long as I can remember, I've always dreamed about having a different life and wanting things to change, until it gets to the point where I actually have to take action for the change to happen. Then suddenly, I start doubting myself and what I want. I start questioning whether making a change is actually good for me. Isn't it safer to stay in my comfort zone? I'm making myself vulnerable by leaving it, right? And maybe this isn't too bad. I tell myself, or to be more accurate, manipulate myself. There are also times where I know deep inside that I want and need to change. I just don't know in what way. I just know things feel wrong, but I still don't know what would make them feel right. Knowing things have to change, but at the same time not knowing how or in what way is so confusing, because it's like I don't know what I want and I don't know what would feel better. I just know that this doesn't feel right and something needs to happen. Then there's also the wide range of possibilities and options and ways in which I can change, and it's like I have so many options that it's almost too much and makes me feel paralyzed. So instead of choosing one, I choose none. And all of this made me think of the fig tree analogy by ᶜʰᵃⁿᵍᵉ, and I decided to paint my own fig tree.
I saw my life branching out before me like the green fig tree in the story. From the tip of every branch, like a fat purple fig, a wonderful future beckoned and winked. One fig was a husband and a happy home and children, and another fig was a famous poet, and another fig was a brilliant professor, and another fig was E.G., the amazing editor, and another fig was Europe and Africa and South America, and another fig was Constantine and Socrates and Attila, and a pack of other lovers with queer names and offbeat professions, and another fig was an Olympic lady crew champion, and beyond and above these figs were many more figs I couldn't quite make out. I saw myself sitting in the crotch of this fig tree, starving to death, just because I couldn't make up my mind which of the figs I would choose. I wanted each and every one of them, but choosing one meant losing all the rest, and as I sat there unable to decide, the figs began to wrinkle and go black, and one by one, they plopped to the ground at my feet.
I see myself in her writing, and it makes me think about all the different paths I can take and all the different things I can do with my life, but how I'll never be able to experience all of them. But maybe that's the beauty of it, and maybe I don't need to have everything figured out. Maybe I don't even have to have anything figured out yet. I have the freedom to take whatever path I like, and if one day I decide that I want to change that path, I can just do that. I just need some courage. I don't need to know everything about myself and my life yet. I can just figure that out along the way. And all of that may sound cheesy, but I just feel like so many people are putting so much pressure on themselves to find themselves and find the things that define them as a person. And we get so lost in the self-improvement journey and feeling like we have to have a plan. But I have to keep reminding myself that I'm not a self-improvement project and that I'm allowed to just live and experience new things and change and grow. I've struggled with this for so long, and I just want to let go of that, and I just want to be more present and not be so scared of the future all the time and so scared of change, because with change we grow. And like I said in the beginning, I may be scared of change, but staying the same is way more terrifying. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Maybe this was relatable, maybe not, I don't know. I just recently thought about this video idea and how I'm kind of overwhelmed by all the changes in my life and all the decisions I have to make. And it's a lot, but it's also exciting. But it's scary, but it's also great, and it's also terrible. And my life has changed so much in the past few months, and is going to change so much actually next week, because I'm gonna start university again, which is a pretty big deal to me, and I'm excited for it, but I'm also a little scared and like nervous about it because I don't know what to expect. But I feel like it's definitely a step in the right direction, So yeah, we'll see. I'll definitely post about it. And I also want to get back into posting more regular because the beginning of the year was actually pretty hard for me mentally. I don't know, I just feel like this year starts now for me in spring because the first 3 months of the year are just still filled with winter depression. It was just really hard, and now I feel like I'm coming back and I'm finding my spark again. I live in my new apartment, my own apartment. I love it. I love having my own place, and it's becoming more and more how I want it. I'm not finished with decorating yet, and when I'm done there will be room tour, of course. And I'm also in a relationship. I think I've never really mentioned that in a video, but it's also a change that has happened last year. I'm gonna start modeling again, probably, which is exciting but also scary because I'm doubting myself and I feel like there are a lot of expectations on me and I'm scared of disappointing people. Even though they're not actively putting pressure on me, it's more myself who's putting pressure on myself. But yeah, like I said, I don't need to have it figured out yet. I can just, for once, expect the positive and not always expect the negative. So yeah, I'm excited to take you on my journey with me and to share my growth with you. So yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!